is TFNN, the Tiger Financial News Network. TFNN Headline News Update.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN. And boy, we got quite a start to trading. You have markets escalating to the downside, and that was after starting the session dramatically higher. NASDAQ 100, we just ripped from 21,380, and we're approaching 20,900, folks. You're talking about almost, 2.5% since we began trading a half hour ago. You got markets escalating to the lows of Tuesday. S&P's off by about 0.5% or 30 points at 59.40. As I mentioned, NASDAQ 100, we're off by 1.2% below the lows of Tuesday, and we're now actually below where we were last July, right? I talked about that on the program. There it is, folks. Pretty remarkable. 20,980. We're now actually below where you were last July, and that was after trading on that August 5th pullback from 17,300 up to 22. But just like that, we've given up dramatically, and today, not indicative of strength, to say the least. You have President Trump talking about tariffs. That's putting a bid in the dollar. Back to a 15-minute chart. The dollar surging higher to above 107, 107.05 right now. You have yields sitting at about 4.3% on the 10-year, and as we just talked about, right, the 3-month actually above the 10-year right now. And then we take a look at the tweet we got at 8:26. I call it a tweet, Truth Social, whatever you want to call it, man. But they're talking about tariffs. I say they, the president. And yes, March 4th, they indeed will go into effect. And the reciprocal ones, they're going into effect too, 8:46. Now, there's a lot going on in this market right now, okay? You have NVIDIA earnings last night, which I think disappointed. You were trading higher, but sales in the current fiscal quarter, which runs through April, $43 billion. Market was at about 42.3. The high end was 48. Okay. The current quarter that they're in right now, 39.3 billion. That came in pretty much in line, but the high end was 42 billion. Okay. So not that impressive in the land of NVIDIA. And guess what? Everything's selling off, but there's a lot going on. But that is a sell-off on NVIDIA. We're off by 4.3%. And guess what? Your $12 expected move, we've almost gotten it since the opening bell. Yeah, down by $5. Market's trading lower right now. You actually have the Dow in positive territory. Dow up by 65, but growth stocks trading lower. Look at all these. Apple shares to 239. Microsoft. Yeah, Amazon. They're all lower right now. All right, folks, stay tuned. We got a replay right now.